Hello families, welcome to another edition of Parent PD. This one is all about Flipgrid 101. Flipgrid is the program that our teachers are using for multiple various activities, so we're going to go over and go through what exactly this is. So let's take a look at it. So this is all about Flipgrid 101. Now the reason why we call it 101 is because this is an introduction to what it is. There is a nice little presentation that goes along with it, so follow along and we'll get going. So first off, I want to just introduce myself. I am Mr. Gordon. I teach over at Cielo Vista. That's my email that you can reach me at. And also, I would like to share that I am also a Flipgrid certified educator. That means that I have followed along with Flipgrid, and I've been doing some of their things for the last 3-4 years. So I've done some projects with it, and I am certified with it. Just wanted to share that with you beforehand. So a couple of objectives for today is to show about the features of Flipgrid, how to use Flipgrid, and also experience it from a student perspective. We want to be able to say how to do it, where to do it, and what you need to learn and know. So why do we use Flipgrid? The reason is because we bring the back of the row all the way to the front. I'm going to share a quick little video with this one so you could hear exactly what's going on.
I think it's important to have a voice because
It means that we get to speak up.
it gives you a chance to speak your mind.
Sometimes not everyone's heard and everybody has an opinion.
So other people can know what you believe in.
You should never underestimate someone because you never know what they are and how they are.
It is important to have a voice because if you want something to say, you should be able to say it.
Adults shouldn't be the only one that get to make decisions, that get to tell about everything they like and what they know.
Because adults don't always know what the kid would think.
For a lot of these issues, kids have an inside perspective.
If we don't learn to speak our minds and take part in the community, what's going to happen to the community?
You're involved and you know what's happening in your community.
We can inspire other people, show the world who you are.
You get to share your ideas and you get to say what you want.
You need to have a voice to speak loud and give your ideas because your ideas might change the world.
I'm Evan.
So that right there is just a quick little introduction of what Flipgrid is. It is a way that all students are able to communicate and speak their perspective all at the same time, but also respectfully. So that's why it is all about student voice. That's why we have this little badge here. One of Flipgrid's main concepts is student voice and student choice. So we're going to make sure that that is all a part of this. So the mission of Flipgrid, though, is to empower every learner to share their voice and respect the diverse voices of others in a positive and fun environment. They want to be able to do this globally and build some global empathy. That way the entire world feels the same way and they can respectfully do that. So a couple of things about Flipgrid. It does have access to different things. There is some control on it, and it also is there to protect you. Students are able to access it via a group. The teacher will either send a code or email the password to it. The teachers can be able to share specific links, and also students can join only specific links as well. There's a couple of different versions of this. We'll share that a little bit. But the control is that teachers can control every single thing that goes on in Flipgrid. They can disable videos, they can moderate videos so they don't have to show up until after the fact. They can also freeze it, means that it will not be shown until it needs to. Also, anything that is not school appropriate will be automatically flagged and it will be shared with the teacher so they can take care of it right away. It also protects the students because it automatically runs for scans for bullying or offensive content, and also notifies the teacher as well. So they do actually have a pretty good back end of it. Microsoft is currently the owner of Flipgrid. They've recently purchased it and they've integrated a lot of Microsoft's tools into it to make it a lot better. So how Flipgrid works is an engaging cloud-based video discussion platform. That means that what happens is that it's videos that are cloud-based. They're not saved. They're not located anywhere other than in the cloud. What a teacher does is that it poses a prompt where then students film their video responses. So a teacher will ask a question and then the students will film their response to what the teacher is asking them to do. It is quite simple, actually. It is no special software. It works on any device. It just does require a download for a mobile device, and that is available for free for iPhone or Android, either or it's also available on a website. So you can use either the Chromebook, your phone, a tablet, anything that really connects to the internet. There is no uploading, and there's also no transferring video. That means that when a video is taken, it does not actually get saved anywhere. It is just cloud-based, where it doesn't go anywhere. So it is safe in that aspect as well. Students do not need to create an account with this. It is code-based, where they have to sign in and register saying that they are going to do it. It also is quite easy and friendly to look at. The buttons are quite big and they're bright, so it's easy to follow along. Also, we're able to reply with feedback at any point necessary. So, for every day, 1.2 years worth of video is shared on Flipgrid. That means a full-on 24 hours times 365 video is shared every single day. That means that there's a lot of video going through this. So I just wanted to share that there is a lot of educators out here that are using this program. So back in 2018, they hit 500 years already. So just imagine when that was an early tweet. So it's been a lot more since. So 1.5 billion seconds of Flipgrid video has been shared. That's a lot of voices to be heard all at the same time. And that's exactly what Flipgrid is all about, is sharing every single student's voice rather than the select few. Couple of different ways that our teachers are probably going to be using it. Also, if you are a manager or anything like that, it is also a very good little program to use on adults as well. However, we're going to primarily stay in that pre-K to 8 to high school level, and highlighting a couple of the ones in yellow are the book talks. Our teachers are going to ask responses of books. There's also going to be journaling involved, shared learning processes, parent-family involvement. That's always a fun one. Experiences, and also end-of-year memories. Another way to do it is to check in. Teachers may ask students to just record a quick little Flipgrid saying, "Hey, I'm here. This is my work," doing asynchronous work. So that might be another way. Also, project team collaboration is another great way that this might happen. So a couple of different things that they will use at the beginning of the year. It will all be family outreach, digital citizenship, spark previous knowledge, things like that. We'll also use it through project-based discussion and makerspaces, plus also reading reflections and current events. This is a way that we can use real-time video and be able to not record all at the same time. Oops. So one of the resources with that is this Flipgrid resource. This is a great little documentation on how to use this. So I'll forward this link to everyone that's watching the video. But also, Flipgrid is fun. It can energize the room. Students can add crazy stickers on it, just like how this student did this one. But also, students can also like and view each other's videos. This is a way that students can share their views and their answers with others. The way that students are going to most likely be logging in is through a school email domain. By using the school email domain, this means that whenever someone signs in, they must use their 1315 number at psusd.us to be able to access the content. That means that any single time, it is going to not allow anyone from outside the school to be able to log in. Also, if a teacher chooses to, they can also say that students are going to use an ID. I've seen this less and less because every single one of our students do have emails with IDs. And then also there's an idea of using the PLC public grid. This is when you do not have to have any login at all. As you can see right on there, it says that it is for participants 16 years and over, which means that our teachers will not be using that one at all. So it will look something like this, with that teachers will require their ID, the domain, to be in there. And if you do not have the correct ID, it will say this grid is locked, and you will not be able to access it. So I just wanted to share that with you, that it is safe in that manner. If students are not really excited to be able to use show their face, there's different programs like this one called Chatpix where you can record over different voices, so you don't have to actually show your face. You could actually use a cat as your example, and through this the cat will be able to read everything you want it to. Another little thing is that there's this thing called Immersive Reader. This is one of Microsoft's tools where you're able to read things that are thrown auditorily. So if anything that is said out loud, it will automatically translate it to what you need. If you're having trouble understanding what's going on, all you have to do is click that little book with the volume thing, and it will automatically translate what is going on. It will look something like this, and it will read the words out loud to you. You can also change it, so if it's hard to see, you can change the color, you can change the text size, you can also change the font and also the theme. For some teachers, this is how they might use it, where they'll put it as parts of speech, where you can label parts of speech of noun, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs, and others. So a nice little tool that you can use to help yourselves out. Also, it could go line focus, so if we're having trouble following along, you can go line by line as well. So if you would like to share and try it out, scan this code, and then you can add to our Flipgrid. It's an awesome little thing where we've been sharing some ideas and projects that we've been doing ourselves. Another little thing is I want to share another guide. This is the Educator's Guide to Flipgrid. However, this is also very good for parents if you would like to look over and see the inner workings of it and how teachers see this. If you want to go to the link, it is the bit.ly/Flipgrid ebook 4. That way you can actually look at it. It was written by these two wonderful people, and they can share more about what's going on with that. With that being said, this is just a quick little introduction to what Flipgrid is. If you have any more questions, throw it in the comments below, or feel free to email me at any point in time. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.